Okay, well, let me introduce you to our oldest daughter, Rachel. Do you want to say anything about Rachel before we bring her in? She was born on December 21st of 1980.
Maybe she can show you the picture that she took of Lauren and won a prize in the state fair, and she can tell you about that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. And
she's a little artist.
We used to take her building fence with us. And we carried her all over the state. We lived in a camper. The first year she was born, we didn't have a house. We moved to Nevada and lived in a camper for the whole summer. And when she was about this size. And she loved soda pop. She always picked up the soda pop cans and drink them. And I don't think she's quit drinking soda pop since.
No.
If it has sugar in it, she wants it.
She likes it.
All right, well, let's see. What are the magic words? Abracadabra, Kalamazoo. 1, 2, 3. I love how that works. Hi, Rach.
Hi.
I thought you were a little baby.
I'm not.
You're all grown up?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if we can do some magic to make you back into a little baby.
Let's try.
All right. How about I don't know the spell. All right, never mind. Okay, Rachel, tell us about yourself.
I don't know.
Wrong answer. How about, let's see if we can remind you. What's the first thing that you remember?
When I was really little?
Yeah, the oldest, longest back, farthest back thing that you can remember.
I can remember a couple of our houses.
Tell us about our first houses that you remember.
I remember our blue one, and that we used to run around and play and roll down the hills on our stomachs. And how...
Yeah, there's a little tiny hill in the backyard. You guys would roll down it.
And then there was a log pile in the back. That was kind of from videos.
Yeah, videos help your memory, don't they?
And then I remember one thing about the log pile. There was a kitty in it once, and I picked it up by the tail. And then my dad cut the video. And then
actually, you picked it up by the neck. You were strangling it.
And then my dad cut the video, and I came back on with my eyes all puffy, and I was holding the cat the right way.
Yep, that's right.
And then, let's see, from our old house.
Okay, our last house.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I remember one thing that we barely moved in, and we were looking over the house. I was on your shoulders, and a light broke.
You ran into it?
Yes.
And you broke the light?
And so, let's see, I remember we put a sand pile in the back, and it grew grass on it. And so we would like play games with that, and it would be home base and stuff. And then we had a shed in the corner, and then on the other side over here there was a sandbox and a swing set in it. And then we had, there was our house, and we lived right across from the street from the church. We lived across the church, and then I went to Geneva School, and I moved here in first grade. And Francis had already moved here in kindergarten.
Francis moved here before you moved here?
Well, we moved to the same place, but I went to Geneva school
That's
for a
good.
while because my mom thought Mrs. Brimhall, my first grade teacher, was a good teacher, so I should keep her for the rest of the year. And so, but Frances went to Vineyard Elementary, which is the school we're going to now, in kindergarten. And so she's been here all her life, all her school life. And so that's about it.
Okay. What's the funnest thing you ever remember doing?
I remember going to California a lot. I mean, not a lot, but I remember going there. And I remember just going places with our family. And I remember, like, family nights, some of them, that were really fun. And I just mainly remember things we did fun with our family.
So where did we go in California?
We went to Disneyland, and then we went to Marine World, and then we went to, where else did we go? I think we went to Marine World, and then,
Well, we've been lots of places in California, haven't
well,
we?
that trip.
We've been to
trip
San
I was
Diego, to SeaWorld.
And then we went to Catalina Island, which is right off the
Right.
coast. And then we went
Barcelona Island.
Lauren threw up a lot over there, about 3 times.
All right, Lauren, this is Rachel's movie. Sorry to bring in the bad memories.
And let's see, we went to, one time I remember we went to New York, and then we traveled a couple of states away to Washington, D.C. Went to Debbie Lynn's wedding, and we sang, me and Frances and Lauren sang with Mackenzie. The temple was a holy place. I love to see the temple. And I remember one thing. Lauren fell asleep in the closet of the wedding, and we couldn't find her. And
Remember San Francisco?
yes, there were really, really steep hills that we got to go down. And it was really cold because it was by the ocean. And let's see, we went to Fisherman's Wharf. And then we, Chinatown, and I just remember we were chugging to get up that hill, and we made it.
Our van wouldn't hardly get up the hill, would it?
Yes, and we saw these cars that were parked. They were like this, just parked like that, and we can understand how they got there. Then we went, let's see, there are a bunch of islands near San Francisco, and so we went through one of them. It was just a little island, and we went through on our in our car. We were on a bridge, and it kind of went through that island, so we went through it. And I remember there was one island, what was it called? They kept the jailbirds on it.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz, yeah. I took that. And there was a Golden Gate Bridge. And then I remember, well, my dad told me this, we were asleep, but we went to the Golden Gate Bridge to get back, but there wasn't a possible way to get back, so we had to turn around, and it took about an hour and a half to get back and go to the Oakland Bridge or something like that. Oakland Bridge. And so, let's see, we went to Oakland, and we just went through all California and everything.
So we've been to Lake Tahoe.
We went to Lake Tahoe for our family reunion of
And we've been
1991.
to Yosemite. And we drove through the great big tree.
Oh yeah, it was like really big, and then there was this hole, and you drove through, and you could like carve your names in it and stuff. And there was also like off the road, I think it was like the top of the tree, the trunk of the tree. See, when you went through, it kind of cut off. It looked like it fell. And so there was the trunk of the tree, and you could like walk through it if you had a flashlight, and it was hollow and stuff, and you had to really climb to get on top of it because it was really big.
Okay. Tell us the things that you like to do, Rachel.
I like to read.
Very much she likes to read. In fact, your teacher told us that you read all the time in school when you're supposed to be doing other things, huh?
I do not. Well, I used to.
How long does it take you to read a book?
Well, it used to take me about a day, but now it takes me about a week because I have a lot of things to do.
How many books have you read since you've been off track?
I've read, let's see, I read 2, and then I'm starting another one. Well, let's see, I've only been off track a week.
Okay. All right, what else do you like to do?
I like to spend money.
You do what? You don't have any money.
Yes, I do.
Oh. Well, we try to make sure you don't.
I gave Rachel some of my money.
Oh.
I have 13.
Oh, you like to spend money, huh? That's a bad habit.
I also
I
like
remember
to,
you telling me that you want to work when you grow up and your husband can stay home with the kids.
so I can make all the money and I can be in charge of it.
I see. You don't like Dad having all the money and Mom not getting any of it?
Oh, I'm fine with that. I just don't want my husband to have all the money. And then I have to go and ask him like Mom has to ask you.
Oh,
And every like 3 years get a shopping spree.
all right. Okay, what else do you like to do?
I like to draw. I take art classes. And
Who's your teacher?
Sister Valentine, Victoria Valentine, she teaches a lot of students, including Francis and Mom, and pretty soon Lauren. And I also entered in the fair. I have a cat picture. I have a cat picture that I entered here, but I didn't get anything for it because I was in a section of cats. Everybody drew a cat, and they put him in one little section, so it looked like it was just kind of like a normal thing to do. But I also entered a photograph that was of Lauren holding a bunny, and it was a prize winning, like in the county fair place, and then in the state fair, best of show, and I got a rosette ribbon, which is kind of like this one, and silver hair. I also got $40 and $20 gift certificate to Camden, and 4 rolls of film.
Well, that's pretty neat. So you got best of show. That's the best amateur picture taken in the whole state fair. That's pretty neat. We were really excited.
And Dad took a picture, and we asked to put it in the Orange Geneva Times, and it got in. Right here it says, Rachael Janae Anderson, 11 of Orem, won Young Amateur Best of Show in Utah State Fair Photography Exhibit. Rachael is the daughter of Kay and Janae Anderson and is in 6th grade, student at Greenwood Elementary in Orem. Rachael took the prize-winning picture of Lauren and her sister holding a baby bunny in Delta.
So that picture was taken at Ray Lynn's house in Delta, and it's a picture of Lauren holding a baby bunny.
And I'll be going into Young Women's in,
You'll be 12.
yes,
Holy guacamole. Unreasonable.
in December 21st. And
Are you excited for Christmas?
yes. Let's see, anything else?
Yes, why don't you share your testimony with us? Let's turn you around.
Okay, I'd like to bring my testimony, and I'm thankful that we can all be together as a family at family night, and we can have the gospel with us, and thank thee for our whole family, and I'm thankful just so we can be in this family, and I'm thankful.
Don't forget you're thankful for your dad.
Well, okay, I'm thankful for my dad and my mom and Lauren and Francis and Caleb and Janelle, and I'm thankful that we can be members of the Church of Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints, and I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Rachel. You're a pleasure to be on our family, and I love you very much.
Hey, Mom will make some space.
Well, Rachel, I love you. You're pretty, you're smart, you're pretty smart, and you're funny, and you're fun. And we're glad we have you in our family. But now I have to turn you into Francis.